Time now for sports on Max 98.3. Sports brought to you by Coca-Cola, Hoosier Tire, Marion's University Ancilla College, First Federal Bank, Big B Coffee, McDonald's, Absolute Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Bourbon Street Pizza, Culver Portside Marina, Marshall County REMC, the Pilot News Group, Marshall County Fiber, Johnson Danielson Funeral Home. The Coca-Cola pregame is up next.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
Time now for the Coca-Cola pregame show.
And we're live at Daly Cox Gymnasium, semifinal round of boys action here at the Bi-County Tournament. Brought to you by Everwise Credit Union. Peyton Skirvin joins me tonight. And this is going to be an interesting evening. This first game, interesting game. Culver seems to have found some things. OD, talking to Kyle Evans earlier today, they sound like the same team he's coaching. They go at you hard. They want to play extremely hard on the defensive end. We got two teams that really want to do the same things.
Well, you look on each side of the court, Rusty, and you got two teams that physically look pretty similar, right? And neither team is actually all that small for, kind of being a smaller school. They've got some dudes with size and some guys that have some really good strength to them and length to them. And, I'm looking over at this OD side. They've got a couple guys that can probably get up there and slam a couple down. We've seen Culver go up and, lightly lay it because, you can't do it. They give the old technical foul if you do lay it up, or if you do lay it down. But, you've got some athletes both ways, Rusty. And like you said, a Culver team that I think might have figured it out, but an OD team that just got a really good win in the first round of this tournament, Rusty.
Yeah, they did. And Culver had 58 points last night against John Glenn. Mm-hmm. So that tells you something about that right there. But anyway, we're going to talk to Kyle Evans in just a moment when we come back. You're listening to the Everwise Bi-County Tournament coverage on Max 98.3.
Every day, we spend money to maximize our lives. We get groceries delivered for max convenience, make daily coffee runs for max sanity, and splurge on yoga classes for max zen. Everwise makes maximizing life easy with Max Checking. Earn cash back on all debit card purchases and a $250 welcome bonus. Everwise Credit Union. Spend with max confidence. See details at everwisecu.com/get250. Conditions apply. Must meet requirements within 60 days of account opening. Federally insured by NCUA.
Coach's Corner brought to you by Marion's University Ancilla College.
Sounds good.
And joining me in this segment, Kyle Evans, the head coach at Culver. Man, a really good win for you guys the other night.
Yeah, thanks. We've been able to string back-to-back really solid performances. And we said after the Triton game, hopefully that was kind of a turning point for us. And, with a young team, you kind of talk about January being the time when they start to kind of hit their stride. And I feel like that's what we've done the last 2 weeks. So hopefully that continues into this weekend.
I was going to say, you do have a really young team. I mean, a couple of the guys have got some varsity experience, but, other than the brothers there, you don't have a lot of guys with a lot of experience.
No, and our nucleus of guys is really 3 sophomores and 2 juniors, and then Jonas and Caleb are obviously experienced seniors. But truly not a ton of experience, a lot of youth, and but we've seen a lot of growth because of that. And they still got a long ways to go, and their ceiling's extremely high. And it's kind of the perfect mix right now of our 2 seniors, Jonas and Caleb. They're really starting to play well themselves, and our younger guys are starting to feel more comfortable in their varsity roles. And defensively, we've been solid all year. And, the last, against John Glenn, it was probably as far as execution is concerned, one of our better games I've seen from our group. So we're trending in the right direction. Hopefully it stays that way.
Let's talk about your offense a little bit, simply because, the times I've seen you struggle to hit shots. And, that that's got to be frustrating for everybody because it's not like you're not taking good ones; they just aren't dropping.
Yeah, and we put a big emphasis since Christmas break of playing to our absolute strengths. We've got a lot of guys that can create off the dribble, get into the paint. Some can score. Some can score at the rim. Some can score at that little, 6 to 8 foot range with a little jump shot or a floater. Then we got a couple bigs they can catch quick dump offs, get up at the rim and score. And we've really emphasized playing to those strengths. And even though our early struggles have been absolute wide open good looks, our guys have done a great job of executing to get those looks. That's partly on me. They weren't really to their strengths. We got a couple guys that can string some outside perimeter shots. And we got a couple guys that we think can become really consistent perimeter shooters, but that's really truly not strengths of most of our guys. And, that's partly on me. Emphasizing maybe the wrong things, but we've kind of flipped our mindset of saying, let's get to this sort of part of our game. And in the John Glenn game, we only attempted 9 threes, and the rest of our 40 shots or whatever were from 2, and they were all within about 10 feet in. And we made 19 twos. We shot 45% from the floor, and that's something we have not done all year. So our guys did a really good job of buying into getting to their strengths, and me getting out of their way.
Sometimes as a coach, that's what you got to come to the realization is, okay, let's just play the way we know we can play. And, putting up 58 points, that's a drastic departure for you guys.
Yeah, I'll be honest, we went in that game, with John Glenn's athleticism, we kind of went in with the same mindset of Triton as we got to control the pace. We don't want a horse race. We don't want 70 possessions of offense and defense. Let's limit it to 50 or less and play that way. Well, just the way John Glenn guarded us, where they were kind of up pressuring us and, they were pressing some and then they were trapping. We had no choice but to just go score it.
Yeah.
And that's what our guys did. And we had guys that early in the year had been struggling to finish. We're really finishing around the rim really well. John Carr had 13 points all at the rim. And he's gotten those looks all year, but has really struggled to finish. And he was finishing consistently in that game. Braylon Jackson finished consistently at the rim. Drake Zorich finished consistently at the rim. And then Jonas and Caleb were able to kind of get to their mid-range, and Caleb knocked down a couple threes. So we had 4 guys in double digits. That's never happened since I've been at Culver. And for a team that's been struggling offensively to get 4 guys in double figures, that is a massive accomplishment.
Yeah, that is. And let's talk about the other side of the ball now, because no more bodies than you have. It amazes me the way you're able to play defense, because we've talked about it before. I talked about it with Jason Groves a couple of weeks ago. I said, as a player, having all those guys coming at you at once, it's like, somebody's open, but where the hell are they? How do you do that?
Well, part of it is we drill to play that way. So it's our daily habits we build every day. And another thing is our guys are really smart in our defense. They understand how to play angles really well. They communicate really well. And our guys on the bench do a really good job of communicating too, and that helps our guys on the floor. And we just play with a ton of energy on the defensive end. And our guys take pride in it. They know that gives us a chance. And against John Glenn, we forced 22 turnovers, I believe. Of those 22 turnovers, 17 of them were steals.
Yeah.
Braylon Jackson had 8 steals, and that's an absurd number. But not unlike us to force 10 to 15 steals in a game. But really, it's not just about forcing steals or turnovers. It's about forcing teams into uncomfortable shots, putting them in uncomfortable positions in their normal zone O It's not when teams say we're a zone team. I mean, I guess we are, but I don't even I don't say I'm a zone coach. I'm a pressure defense coach, and
Right.
that's kind of what we just align in what looks like a zone, and it's more of a matchup sort of thing, but our defense allows us to be in ball games, we think, and if we start consistently clicking on the offensive end, we can string some wins together, and that's kind of what we're hoping for down this last stretch of the season.
There's a certain physicality to what you guys do too, and every team I've seen you that you've coached, you're not afraid of fouling somebody. There's just a certain intimidation level of I'm not backing off of you, and I saw that the other night at Triton. They've got the same thing. It was fun for a guy outside of that. It was fun to watch two teams just literally beating on each other, and that was kind of a game.
That was one of my concerns going into Triton. We're typically one of the more physical teams on the floor every night, but going into the Triton, just their physiques. I mean, they look impressive.
Yeah.
I'd said a couple of their guys look like WWE wrestlers, and I challenged our guys. We're not the thickest guys on the floor, but I challenged them. I said, you're going to have to meet their physicality, or it's going to be a long night. And our guys had no issue doing that. And I credit the officiating crew because they allowed it to be played like a postseason game without letting it get out of control. There was no just blatant fouls being let go. It was just good physical basketball. And, I credit the officiating crew for that. That was, which I don't do often. So I credit those guys. They did a good job that night. And, both teams were physical and both teams played great defense. And it was a fun game to be a part of. And it was a game that made us get better. And, and then Triton had a good bounce back game against LaVille. So I think, it helped get them better too. So, we got to come out tonight with that same sort of physicality, but we got to be smart with it. And, we can't get caught up and just let's be physical and get ourselves in foul trouble sort of thing, but do it within what we do. And my dad probably had one of the best comments I've heard about our defense. And, he played against us and he said, right when you think you're wide open, all of a sudden you've got two chests and forearms in your face. And he's like, right when you think you got a wide open layup, oh, boom, there's two guys in your face before you even can think about scoring it. And, that's what we got to be tonight.
Well, let's talk about tonight. I mean, when you look at OD, what do you see?
Well, first of all, the thing that stands out to me is they absolutely get in you defensively. They play very hard on that end. They defend the passing lanes. Their pressure on the ball is solid, and then they've got some decent size. So that end of the floor, we're going to have to really take care of the basketball, be smart, be disciplined, play through contact because they're going to guard us really hard. And then, on the other end, we've got to slow their guards down. Their guards get out and transition really well. Garland and Huff and Danford, they get out and run the floor and get going pretty quick. And then I'm overly concerned about their ability to offensive rebound. The Danford kid, he's very athletic. He's strong. He goes in there with, he puts his body on the line to go get every board. And that's concerning to me. That's always concerning to me. But when I watch a kid like Danford go rebound the way he does, that's going to be a huge point of emphasis in our scouting report today.
How about your guys? What do you got to do to get a win tonight?
Well, we got to defend the way we always do. I already talked about rebounding. We got to rebound the basketball, slow their transition. But we have to execute, with poise and, gumption in the half court. They're going to get up in us. They're going to contest passing lanes. It's a Bi-County semifinal, so it's going to have a feel of a sectional semifinal. You got to be able to play through that. And, we're going to have to lean on our senior leadership tonight to get us through that. And, I expect a tight ball game tonight. I think it's going to come down to the end. And, hopefully we have a shot to get ourselves to a championship.
Well, man, I want to thank you for taking the time as always. And good luck tonight. I guess we'll see you in just a little bit.
I appreciate y'all. See you tonight.
Kyle Evans, head coach at Culver.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marion University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marion University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marion and beyond. Find out more about Marion University's Ancilla College through our website at marion.edu/Ancilla today.
Johnson Danielson Funeral Home has been established in the community of Plymouth since 1879, and its staff is committed to providing care that goes beyond the expected in serving today's families who call Marshall County their home. They welcome families seeking options and alternative ways to pay tribute to someone, from burial packages to pre-planning to planning a checklist. The professionals, along with caring staff at Johnson Danielson, are available to assist your family 24 hours a day by simply calling 574-936-2829. Visit their website at johnsondanielson.com for a complete list of services. Johnson Danielson Funeral Home. Service beyond expectation. At Marshall County REMC, they are more than just your electric provider. They're your neighbors, your partners, and your connection to a brighter future. Since 1936, they have been powering homes, farms, and businesses with reliable service, innovative energy solutions, and a commitment to our community that never wavers. It's not just about keeping the lights on, it's about keeping our community strong. Marshall County REMC, powering progress, powering you. Learn more at marshallremc.com.
Here's your starting lineup, brought to you by First Federal Savings.
And let's take a look at our starting lineup tonight. First for Culver, it's going to be Braylon Jackson, Caleb McCune, John Carr, Jonas McCune, and Drake Zorich opening up the game on the floor for the Cavs. Oregon Davis will send out DJ Garland, Dirk Huff, Jason Blackburn, Brady Danford, and Colton Taylor. Joining me is Peyton Skirvin tonight, and I tell you what, this is a game that is going to be interesting because you got two teams trying to figure some things out. Culver the other night, seems like they have some stuff figured out. OD's still trying to get there, but the one thing that both of them have is a dedication to defense.
Yeah, Rusty, and I also think they have two really intense head coaches. This is my first time seeing OD play, and I can already tell you, I love this. Larry, is it Senert?
Senert, yeah.
Senert? Okay, it's I love his energy out there already, Rusty. He's a
great guy. He's one of those coaches who worries about his kids, too, so that even makes it better. So we're going to have our opening tip here. Blackburn will jump against Caleb McCune, and they're checking to make sure that everybody's ready to go. And the ball is in the air, and it's going to belong to Oregon Davis as Colton Taylor will run it down. He'll hand it off to Dirk Huff, and he'll bring it across. Huff has Danford. Now back to Huff. He'll take the three off the front of the rim. Rebound to Danford. Can't hit the shot underneath. Rebound to Garland. He'll kick it over, and OD will have another shot at it. Huff, left wing, drives it, baseline. He'll throw one up. No good. And foul down there on the baseline, and that is going to go on Oregon Davis. That's going to be on Jason Blackburn.
Teams first.
So you heard Coach Evans talk about worrying about Danford on the offensive glass. He's already got one offensive board. No points yet, though. And Caleb McCune going to get called for a travel as he took a jab step and didn't dribble it.
Yeah, Rusty, you got to think turnover is going to be a big key tonight for both games that we're going to see. But whoever can take care of the ball and get good shots up is going to win these games.
Huff will bring it across for Oregon Davis. He'll have it over to Danford. Now kicks it to Garland. Garland looking underneath, way out away from the basket. OD starting very deep. Now a pass into the paint goes into Blackburn. He'll shoot it up, put it down. And just like that, OD on the board, they lead it 2-0.
Really good ball movement there by OD, Rusty.
Jonas will bring it across, gets it to Caleb. Backdoor cut. Braylon Jackson couldn't hold it. And he has to try to save it. Dirk Huff will get the steal. Another turnover. He'll shoot it for three in transition. Garland with a rebound on the baseline. And they'll have another look at it. Danford looks in the middle. And that one stolen away by John Carr. And stolen right back by Brady Danford as the teams trade turnovers. 2-0, Oregon Davis. Huff double teamed at the timeline. Working right side to Garland. Looking in the middle, nothing there. Kicks it all the way over to the left side for a look at three, and it goes down. Colton Taylor over there gets it. 2 assists now for Garland. He's got assists on both the buckets. 5-0 OD. They pick up Jonas at the timeline. Gets it to Jackson. 15-footer. No good. Rebound comes down to Carr. They'll get another look at it. Jackson, corner to Carr. He'll take the three. Off the back of the rim. Rebound to Garland. He'll dribble it up. He'll get met at the timeline by Jackson. Pass into the corner. Huff gets to the paint. Kicks it into the other corner. Goes out of bounds. Actually saved out there by Taylor. Into the hands of Carr, who just throws up a wild shot. Now Jackson gets away with a double dribble. Jonas kicks it down to Zorich. He can't get it to fall. And Garland with rebound number 4.
Wow, already, Rusty? I mean, that's insane. 4 rebounds.
4 rebounds, and I don't know that they've only had 3 possessions. So 2 of those are offensive. And
22, Jordan Green.
Senior came to play tonight, that's for sure.
Going to get a foul here on Braylon Jackson. 5-0 to score. OD with the basketball. Huff with it on the right side. Kicks it in the middle. He's got Blackburn, and he'll travel with it. Second turnover for OD. Yeah, Garland has 4 rebounds, 2 assists. So both baskets. His pass is the one that set it up. Coming across the timeline, Jonas McCune for Culver. Jonas gets it back in the corner. A 3 from the corner. Ooh, by Jordan Green, and it is no good, but some bodies fly on the rebound. We're going to get a foul.
Yeah, Braylon Jackson had the rebound underneath. He got a nice little body bunts.
Number 34, Brady Danford.
Going to call that on Brady Danford there.
Jonas gets it in, tries to get it to Caleb, knocked out of bounds. It'll come back to Culver under the basket.
I'll tell you what. Think about between the students and the student section for OD and the players. They got about half the school here.
Pass comes in. Caleb turns, shoots in the paint. No good, but he gets fouled.
Enrollment of 129, man. They got the entire.
They might have everybody here.
That's awesome.
That's normal though at OD. You go out to games there, girls and boys, the whole place is full.
It's been like that for a long time.
They lead it 5-0, but Caleb McEwen will go to the free throw line, trying to get Culver on the board.
Yeah, OD's got to love the start. I mean, a couple little sloppy turnovers, but you made a couple shots. You've gotten great looks at the basket.
At the free throw line, McEwen. He'll miss the first one. I tell you, we have seen every team in this tournament struggle at the free throw line. Last 2 nights, it's been whoever hit the most free throws at one, and that didn't take many. That one goes down, makes it 5-1 now. Some full court pressure here by Culver as Huff is stopped at the timeline, gets it to Danford. He'll look for somewhere to go with it, gets it over to Huff. Pass goes over to the left side. That is going to be in the hands of Taylor. Now Garland will take a 15-footer off the rim. Danford comes away with a rebound. Kicks it back out. Huff will take a 3-pointer. Bang.
Splat. Man, they're feeling it, Rusty. They're confident with this jump shot.
8-1. Oregon Davis lead, 3:57. Right side, Jackson hands it off. Jonas gets it to Green. He's cut off, double team, needs help, gets it over to Caleb. Caleb will get a screen from Zorich. Give it over to Zorich. Now left side, Jonas drives to the 15-foot mark, has it partially blocked, And going to be a foul here. As they say, Jason Blackburn got too much arm. That's significant. That's number 2 on him.
Yeah, that's tough. And I really thought that was a good contest. I thought he tipped the shot is what I thought happened, but I'm up here.
Going to the line will be Jonas McEwen, trying to get some more points on the board for Culver. That was actually halfway down.
I think it touched most of the net before it even came back up. That's
wow.
It's a tough one.
That is a tough one.
I think it's because you keep talking about how many free throws
Yeah,
are missing, they just keep missing.
I know. It's all my fault.
I'm going to blame somebody.
It's always all my fault. So Jonas will get another one. That one is off the front of the rim. Caleb keeps it alive, but Danforth comes out of there with it. Huff in the corner for 3 in transition. No good. Jackson comes down with his first board, trying to go coast to coast. Has it taken out of his hands, but he's going to get called for a foul, and that's going to be Dirk Huff.
Yeah, OD in foul trouble early here, Rusty. Could be something to keep an eye on. I don't know how deep they necessarily want to play here, but
well, they have more guys on the bench than Culver does. Let's just put it that way.
You are right.
Braylon Jackson rolls that one out, and Culver now 1 for 4 from the line.
Yeah, sometimes you see a team with more coaches than players, too. That's not quite the case here tonight, but
second one up, that one good. And so it's 8-2 now. OD, 3:22 to play. Huff into the front court has Garland. Thinking about the middle. Kills his dribble, needs some help off the hands of Taylor. And Huff able to recover it. Kicks it all the way down to Danforth on the baseline. He'll give it to Taylor. His drive. Kicks to Garland. Top of the key. Gets to 15 foot. No good. Huff crashes the boards, and he'll get fouled. And it'll stay OD basketball under the basket.
Yeah, Kyle Evans not happy with his guys. You know that when you're in a zone, you're susceptible to the offensive rebound, but you still got to get a body on somebody. And just a little too much turning and watching when the shot goes up.
Colton Howard with the foul. Now Huff will bring it in. He's got Taylor top of the key. Garland right corner to Huff. Trying to get a drive, being guarded up really well there by Jordan Green. Now Taylor way out by the timeline. He's got Jonas all over him. Now they go to the middle. Shot in there by Colton Wilson. No good. And a whistle on the foul. And that is going to be on Wilson as he tries to get his own rebound after missing the shot. And so Culver will have it back. And that's 5 team fouls on Oregon Davis. So Culver shooting free throws now.
Yeah, it's going to be something to keep our eye on. You know, and that's kind of what Culver does, though, Rusty. They play that up-tempo speed. They want to get after you. They want to make it a physical game. And so far it's kind of hasn't shown on the scoreboard, but they're getting them in fouls.
8-2 the score, and boy, they continue to struggle. Green can't
make
hit
the free ones, Rusty. I mean, it doesn't get any easier.
2 of 7 so far.
Yeah, that you'd have a lead.
Second one is up. That one is good. So 3 of 8. 8-3 the score. Ball knocked away. Jackson with a steal. Tries to lay it up. Misses it. Rebound down to Danforth. Ran all the way to the other end. He's got 4 boards. Huff on the break. Gives it to Garland in the corner. He's double teamed instantly. Brings it out top. Gets it into the middle to Wilson. Back to Garland. Working right side. Nothing there. Now goes back towards the paint. Kicks it to Huff on the left side. Huff on the baseline. Danforth reverse layup. Puts it in.
Hey, he's got to work it long enough against that zone, Rusty. Eventually you can get a good look.
10-3 now, OD. Caleb with it. Brings it across, trying to direct traffic. Wants Howard to come out. Goes to that side, hands it off to Jonas. Jonas, crossover dribble, gets to the paint, has it knocked out of his hands by Taylor. Steal, up the court. Garland for the layup, gets fouled.
I absolutely, Rusty, cannot believe this OD team has only won 2 games. Just based on what we've seen so far here tonight, I am shocked. They are playing extremely well.
Culver going to take a full time out here with 1:40 in the first. It is 10-3 OD. We will be right back. You're listening to Max 98.3 coverage of the Bi-County, brought to you by Everwise Credit Union.
MCF got its start in 2018 with one goal: bring fast, reliable fiber internet to Marshall County. Today, we offer lightning-fast speeds, equal upload and download with no contracts and no install fees. Whether you're working from home or streaming all night, Marshall County Fiber keeps you connected. We might be the new kid on the block, but we're growing fast, just like our internet. Visit marshallfiber.com or call 574-223-2191. MCF, making rural connections possible.
Back at Daly Cox Gymnasium, Rusty Nixon along with Peyton Skirvin. It's 10-3. Oregon Davis with the lead here. We're in the first quarter, minute 40 to play. Out of the Culver timeout.
If you can hear that whistling, Rusty, that's the steam coming out of Kyle Evans' ears right now.
Very easily could be. And at the free throw line will be DJ Garland. His first free throw is good.
Yeah, he is not happy with the way his team is executing so far here. We'll see if they respond.
Haven't seen quite the ferocity on defense we're used to seeing with them. Second shot is up, no good, and the rebound comes down to Jonas McEwen. So 1 of 2 from the free throw line for Garland. Now Jackson gets it into the hands of Jonas. He'll get a screen from Howard, loses the handle, has to chase it down, gets it to Caleb. He'll work right side, hand it to Jackson. Into the paint, his running jumper, no good. Brady Danford has 5 rebounds now. And it's 11-3, OD with a basketball. And Jordan Green picks up the steal. He's on the floor.
Substitution for Culver, number 11.
And coming onto the floor will be Carr as Jackson will take a break.
Culver really needs to stop the bleeding, Rusty. They got to get some points on the board. Too many missed shots.
Minute to play, 11-3. Right side, Caleb, backdoor cut, Carr to the bucket, misses it. The rebound comes down in the hands of Wilson. Up quickly, Garland down the right side. Waiting for numbers now. Ooh. Kicks it over to Taylor. He loses the handle. Right, Garland recovers it, gets it to Huff. Huff kills the dribble, throws it to Wilson, who really wasn't looking for it. Now Garland, top of the key. Off the screen, 3-point attempt. It's going to be good. That is Taylor, his second 3. And it's 14-3 now, OD.
Look at this Bobcat team go, Rusty. They're playing extremely well.
Jonas kicks it in the corner. Carr throws it away. Green will have to run it down in the backcourt. 16 seconds to play in the first. And Braylon Jackson going to come back. Carr going to sit down.
Number 23, Drake Zorich.
Zorich will come back as well, and Jordan Green will go to the bench. Teaching moment for Kyle Evans here. 14 seconds left. Pass comes in to Huff. Now Danford has it to Huff. Garland, lob underneath Danford for 2.
What a beautiful lob set, Rusty, and that's how the quarter's going to finish out. And that is just about a picture-perfect quarter for this Oregon Davis team, and about a nightmare start for that Culver team on the other side.
We will go to the break, and Oregon Davis making a statement. It is 16-3. We'll be back with quarter number 2 right after this. You're listening to Max 98.3 coverage of the Everwise Bi-County Tournament.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
Back at Daly Cox Gymnasium, Rusty Nixon along with Peyton Skirvin, 16-3 of the score. After one quarter, about ready to start the second here. I tell you what, Kyle Evans is absolutely not happy with the intensity his team has shown so far.
Yeah, a few words, Rusty. I heard effort, intensity, rebounding. I think that's kind of the three keys there that Culver needs to figure out.
Well, if you heard him in our pregame, those were the three things he was worried about, the rebounding especially. From Oregon Davis, he said Danford is a force down there. He's got 5 already. DJ Garland with 4. So that is a point of emphasis. Only 3 for the entire Culver team.
Wow.
Pass comes into Garland. He'll have to get it across. He'll kick it to Huff, who still hasn't come across. Now he gets into the front court. Garland right side. Now Huff. Back to Garland. They're spreading the floor out against this defense, trying to make Culver guard the entire court. Huff with a 3 off the rim. Garland, rebound number 5. Kicks it out to Huff. Head fake. Drives it. Kills it. Gets it over to Garland on the right side. Pass comes in to Taylor. Danford drives a baseline. It won't drop, but he gets fouled.
You know, the patience of this OD team is really that was almost a 40-second possession there just to get one shot out of it, and that's what you're going to have to do against this Culver team.
Caleb McCune picks up the foul, and the free throw by Danford is no good. He'll get a second one. Jordan Green will come back. Colton Howard will sit down.
Shooting 1.
And Ryan Evans continues to discuss what he sees with his team as they come off the floor. Second free throw is good. Makes it 17-3, 7:22 just underway in the second. Pass comes across to Caleb. He'll get it to Green. Green to Zorich. He'll have Jonas on the right wing. Comes back to the middle. Passes it over to Zorich on the block. Able to get the handle. Now has Jackson for a wide open 3, and it'll go down. Braylon Jackson buries it. Makes it 17-6.
First made basket for this Culver team, Rusty.
Huff cut off before he gets to the timeline. Throws it backwards to Danford. Now he'll get it over, finally, to Garland. Down in the corner, knocked away by Zorich. I tell you, I remember Drake from football season. You want effort, that's the guy right there.
I think his arms have gotten bigger since the last time we saw Culver. Somehow.
It's a heck of a lineman. 17-6, 6:42 to play. Pass comes in. Taylor has Danford on the baseline. Kicks to Garland. Garland throws it across to Wilson. Danford, top of the key, Huff. He'll take a dribble, throws it Danford on the baseline. Kicks it to Taylor. Wow. And he'll get his third 3.
Confident shooters on this OD team. And they've gotten their looks tonight, Rusty. They've executed it.
20-6, 6:15 to play. Culver with the basketball. Jackson gets it over to Zorich. Now Green tries the baseline. Cut off to Jonas. Cross court. Jackson will take the 3. Misses it all. Garland, rebound number 6. He'll bring it up himself. Gets to the left side, throws it in the corner. Huff will take the 10-footer. Misses everything. And Jordan Green will chase it down in the corner. 20-6 now. 5:43 to play in the half. Culver with the basketball. They trail it. Caleb working right side. Gets it to Jackson. Now Zorich. He'll get Jonas for a 3. Off the back of the rim. Zorich with the rebound. On the floor, taken away by Huff. He'll try to go coast to coast, lays it up, doesn't drop, comes down in the hands of Wilson, so they'll get another shot at it. Into the paint, kicks to Garland. He'll take a 3, no good. Rebound being fought for on the baseline, and we're going to get Zorich across the arm of Colton Wilson.
OD is just out hustling them on the rebounds, Rusty. They're just getting after it. They're tipping it around. They're fighting for it a little harder. There's a clear effort difference, I think, when that ball goes up in the air right now.
Huff will trigger it in under the basket. Has Danford, lays it up and in. Just a quick run down the baseline and a bucket. 3 assists now for Huff. And 22-6 the score. 5 minutes to go. Caleb into the paint. Tries to get Zorich on the block, stolen by Danford. And we're going to get a foul on Zorich as he tried to take it. Well, no, it's going to be That one is going to be on.
Foul, number 23, Drake
Okay, I thought for a second he said 22, and I'm like, wait a minute. So Zorich will pick up the foul. He's gotten 2 quick ones here. 22-6 the score. Some full court pressure by Culver here.
Got to go.
Garland still not over the timeline. Gets it to Huff. Now they take a break to the bucket. Missed by Cook. Rebound. Ball for in the corner. Wilson had it. Tried to save it. Threw it right into the hands of Jackson. Jackson will bring it up. And he'll turn it over. Boy, you talk about effort. OD is really putting on a show. 22-6, 4:26 to play. Huff on the left side. In the middle, it goes to Wilson. He'll get it back to Huff. Down on the baseline, stolen away by Zorich. Culver with it back. 5 turnovers now for OD. Caleb McEwen. Culver has not been able to make the Bobcats pay for any of these turnovers. Drive to the paint. Green kicks it to Caleb. Now Green again. He'll take the 3. Buries it and gets fouled.
Yeah, it's a huge play, Rusty. Culver needed something like that. A little opportunity for a 4-point play to make this a 12-point game here.
It's going to be on Cook. It'll be his first, and it'll send Green to the free throw line after the 3-point play, trying to make a 4-point play here.
No, we got nope, there we go.
22-9.
So we had 4 guys on the court for White and too many guys on the bench. They figured it out.
Hell yeah, it isn't a.
Definitely don't want to play with 4, I'll tell you that.
I think that would be bad. Green can't hit the free throw, but able to keep it alive. McCune gets the rebound. Culver will get another shot at it. Jonas works right side. Gets it out to Zorich, top of the key. Now Caleb with it. Drives it. Hits it to Jonas. To the block, to the lane. Can't hit the layup, and Danford comes away with rebound number 6. Garland brings it across. Now kills the dribble, needs help. Danford has it left side. Back top of the key to Garland. He'll drive it. Gets to the paint. Loses the handle out of bounds. And they're going to say it went off the hand of Garland last. So Huff will come back to the floor. And Garland will get his first break of the night with 3:17 to play in the second. Oregon Davis leads at 22-9. Jonas bringing it across, met by Huff instantly. Gets it to Caleb off his feet, but able to recover it. Now he'll drive it. Stopped, kicks it to Zorich. Zorich to Jackson, gives him a screen. Braylon with a 3. Off the front of the rim, rebound. Fought for underneath, off the hands of Wilson. Goes out of bounds, it'll stay. Culver basketball. Garland will come back. Jason Blackburn will come back. Blackburn had to go to the bench in the first with 2 fouls.
Yeah, he's got to be smart here these last 3.
So 2:54 to play. He comes back. Pass comes into Jackson. He'll go baseline. 10-foot jumper, lays it in. It's good. He'll get a free throw. And I think that's going to be on Blackburn. Okay, 24. It's going to go on Huff. That's good news for Oregon Davis. Blackburn was standing right there. Now Jackson trying to make a 3-point play. His free throw is good. Another but net. 2 for 3 from the line for him. Makes it 22-12. Ball knocked away from Huff, and it's going to be over and back. Went off Huff's foot. So a turnover. Number 6 for OD. Culver with a chance to cut into this lead and get it to single digits, and OD going to take a timeout. We'll take a quick break as well. You're listening to Max 98.3's coverage of the Everwise Bi-County Tournament.
When it comes to your money, you want a bank that understands you. At First Federal Savings Bank, we offer more than just a place to deposit your paycheck. We're here for you every step of your journey. Need a loan for that new dream home? We've got you covered. Looking to save for the future? Let's make it happen together. From personal banking to business banking, we offer full-service solutions tailored to your needs, online, in person, or over the phone. No matter where you are, we're with you every step of the way. First Federal Savings Bank. We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. First Federal Savings Bank is FDIC insured and equal housing lender. NMLS number 399927.
Back at Daly Cox Gymnasium, Culver will have it in out of the timeout. 3-point attempt by Jonas McEwen, no good, and Blackburn has the rebound knocked out of his hands. He recovers it and able to get it to Danford. So Blackburn dangerously had that one. 22-12 the score. Kick over in the corner. Hopp will take a three, in and out. Rebound comes down to Zorich, his second.
Definitely a good look there for OD.
Culver with a chance to cut it to single digits. Green drives it to the paint. Goes for the shot, knocked to the floor, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be on Blackburn. If it is, it's number 3.
I think they got Danford here.
And how do you know that? Why am I always wrong? It's still going to be number 2 on Danford, which is not good news.
And they're starting to pile up for OD.
2:04 to play, and at the line will be Jordan Green. Shot is up. That one is good. I'll give you the text number again. We've reintroduced the text the show number, 574-345-5050. It's 574-345-5050. Got a question? Ask us. We probably don't know the answer, but we'll try. Second shot goes good, and if you just want to let us know where you're listening from, we'd be happy to give you a shout out. 2 minutes to play. OD with a 22-14 lead. Pass. Blackburn kicks it to Taylor. Garland, left side Hupp. He'll drive the baseline. Loses the handle. Gets it out to Taylor. Now Garland, top of the key. Looking to go somewhere. Gets it to Blackburn. He'll step forward, take a 15-footer. Off the rim. Rebound goes out wide, and Jonas McEwen will come away with his second board. Jackson now into the paint. Kicks it to Caleb, who has it knocked away. Wilson with the steal. Huff going to the other end. Tries the shot. No good. Rebound to Green.
OD's not scored in quite a while, Rusty.
Culver will have it back. Stolen away by Garland. He'll go coast to coast. Lays it in. Steal and a bucket. DJ Garland. 5 turnovers for Culver now. Braylon Jackson working right side. Double team. Needs help. Gets it over to Jonas. He'll drive it, kick it. Now in the corner, Green for 3. Gets knocked to the floor, no call. Blackburn, second rebound. Gives it to Garland. He'll bring it across. 45 seconds in the first half. 24-14. Garland. OD going to spread the floor. They're going to be happy to play for 1 here if they can. Garland kills the dribble, needs help, gets it from Wilson. He thought about the 3. Gives it to Blackburn now, who has it to Garland. Garland, right side, guarded up by Jackson. He'll have to move. Gets it into the paint. Kicks it now. Wilson, and 1 pass too many. Drake Zorich with the steal. 7 turnovers now for OD. 10 seconds. Jonas to the free throw line. Kicks to Jackson, who gets called for the travel.
Couple of late turnovers here. OD's going to take one here, Rusty. Draw something up.
Morgan Davis going to take a timeout here. (24-14) the score. 4 seconds left here in the first half. It has been a wild affair, and Culver hanging around. You thought early they were getting punched pretty hard, but they brought themselves back into this.
Well, it's been the defense then that's what's kept them around, right? I mean, they just have held OD from scoring here lately, and it's been to their advantage. It'll be interesting to see does OD make any adjustments here offensively? They've gotten some pretty good looks at the basket. They just got to knock a few down.
So 4.1 seconds left. 24-14 the score. And we'll see what OD drew up in the huddle there as they'll bring it in across the way in front of the fans. Pass comes into Huff. He'll dribble it left side. Long three off the front of the rim. And that'll do it for the first half. We go to halftime. Our score 24-14. Oregon Davis with the lead. Take a break. We'll come back with our halftime show. You're listening to Max 98.3. Coverage of the Everwise Credit Union Bi-County Tournament.
Around the educational world, more and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student-athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, Cooling of Plymouth has become one of the leading service companies in northern Indiana, serving Marshall, Stark, St. Joe, Fulton, LaPorte, Elkhart, and Kosciuszko County since 2014. They specialize in residential, commercial plumbing, heating, and cooling services. They also handle drain cleaning, water heater repair, commercial refrigeration, furnaces, generators, and much more. And they're the area's only York brand dealer. That's why Michiana has made Absolute Heating and Cooling their one-stop shop for service needs. Locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience in the trade. Visit their website at absolutephc.com for complete service information. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, the area's top York brand dealer. In a world where there's so many ways to get your news, stay connected by finding out information about your school, local news, along with sports and current events. With a subscription to the Pilot News, they bring you everything you need to know right at your fingertips or on your doorstep. Call Circulation today and ask for their monthly special. Call 574-936-3101 today. Pilot News, Marshall County's news source since 1851.
Every day, we spend money to maximize our lives. We get groceries delivered for max convenience, make daily coffee runs for max sanity, and splurge on yoga classes for max zen. Everwise makes maximizing life easy with max checking. Earn cash back on all debit card purchases and a $250 welcome bonus. Everwise Credit Union. Spend with max confidence. See details at everwisecu.com/get250. Conditions apply. Must meet requirements within 60 days of account opening. Federally insured by NCUA.
McDonald's restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's.
And we're back. Halftime at Daly Cox Gymnasium, the Everwise Credit Union Bi-County Tournament. Halftime score here, boys semifinal game number 1, Oregon Davis 24 and Culver 14. And let's take a quick look at our scoring as we start our halftime show. For Culver, Braylon Jackson leads the way. He's got 7 points. 1 point for Caleb McEwen. 1 for 2 from the line. Jonas McEwen 0 for 2 from the line, has a couple of rebounds. Jordan Green with 6 points. He's got a couple of rebounds to go with that. For Oregon Davis, it's DJ Garland with 3, but he has 6 rebounds, 2 assists to go with that already. Dirk Huff has a 3-pointer for 3. He's got 3 assists with that. Jason Blackburn had to sit a lot of that first quarter. He has a bucket for 2. Brady Danford with 7 points. He's also got 6 boards and 2 assists. And Colton Taylor with 3 threes. He's got 9 points. And that's your scoring here in the first half. And I've got to tell you, this has been I don't want to say it's a surprise because I've seen Oregon Davis play in the past, not this year yet, but this is exactly the way they've always played. They really, really know how to, like Culver, they really know how to get up into you, and, that's the thing Culver hasn't been doing so far.
Yeah, OD's gotten a couple of easy looks at the basket, Rusty, because they've gotten some steals and they've gone the other way with it. And, I also think that Culver's defense, just with how much they get in your face and try to trap you, and I really think that's kind of played almost to OD's advantage offensively, because OD is good at snapping the ball around and moving it, and then getting those open looks. And so, I don't know what's if Culver's going to change anything or if they're going to stick with that attacking zone look. But I'll tell you this much: OD definitely is. They were prepared and they knew how to attack it.
And you heard Kyle Evans talking to his team, and something that he talked about in the pregame with me was the fact that, rebounding is something he was concerned about. He mentioned Danford in particular, and the way they hit the boards offensively. Well, every great team you see, that's what they do. They offensive board. It's just a trait of a really well-coached, good basketball team.
Yeah, you're completely right about that, Rusty. And the offensive rebounds, man, they can change a game. They get you extra possessions. They get you, most of the time at the ball right back near the basket. And, you've seen kind of what that's gotten for OD here tonight. And, Culver's lack of rebounding has definitely hurt them so far.
I really thought we'd see, I don't know, we haven't seen a lot of really good looks either for Culver in this first half. They've had some. They haven't been able to drop any of them.
They missed a lot of layups.
Missed a lot of layups. So we'll see what happens here in the second half. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with our halftime show. You're listening to Max 98.3's coverage of the Everwise Bi-County Tournament. Our halftime score, Oregon Davis 24 and Culver 14.
Absolute Plumbing and Cooling of Plymouth has become one of the leading service companies in northern Indiana, serving Marshall, Stark, St. Joe, Fulton, LaPorte, Elkhart, and Kosciuszko County since 2014. They specialize in residential, commercial plumbing, heating, and cooling services. They also handle drain cleaning, water heater repair, commercial refrigeration, furnaces, generators, and much more. And they're the area's only York brand dealer. That's why Michiana has made Absolute Heating and Cooling their one-stop shop for service needs. Locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience in the trade. Visit their website at absolutephc.com for complete service information. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, the area's top York brand dealer.
Johnson Danielson Funeral Home has been established in the community of Plymouth since 1879, and its staff is committed to providing care that goes beyond the expected in serving today's families who call Marshall County their home. They welcome families seeking options and alternative ways to pay tribute to someone, from burial packages to pre-planning to planning a checklist. The professionals, along with caring staff at Johnson Danielson, are available to assist your family 24 hours a day by simply calling 574-936-2829. Visit their website at johnsondanielson.com for a complete list of services. Johnson Danielson Funeral Home. Service beyond expectation.
Every day, we spend money to maximize our lives. We get groceries delivered for max convenience, make daily coffee runs for max sanity, and splurge on yoga classes for max zen. Everwise makes maximizing life easy with Max Checking. Earn cash back on all debit card purchases and a $250 welcome bonus. Everwise Credit Union. Spend with max confidence. See details at everwisecu.com/get250. Conditions apply. Must meet requirements within 60 days of account opening. Federally insured by NCUA.
Back at Daly Cox Gymnasium, Rusty Nixon with Peyton Skirvin as we get ready to start the second half of this contest. Culver and Oregon Davis. Our score is 24-14. Oregon Davis with a 10-point lead here. And, Culver already back out on the floor. I don't think it takes long to say one word in your halftime speech. It had to be effort.
Yeah, without a doubt, Rusty. Just they need some more of that, what we call that Culver identity, I think, of what we've seen when they've been successful is the effort and the intensity that's gotten them to where they want to get to, and that's just not what we kind of saw out of that team in the first half.
OD back out now, and if you're Larry centered, I imagine you're just saying, dudes, just keep doing what you're doing. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're not doing anything wrong. We need to hit a few more shots, but just keep doing what you're doing and creating, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, Rusty, I think that's completely right. Just keep playing your game. Make sure you don't have a letdown here. Looks like Jack Edison or Michael Edison stepping into the OD huddle here, Rusty. I don't know if he wants to get a little.
I don't know what he's doing, but he's. Yeah, they're playing in the consoles, I think, over in the other gym here. We got consolation semis going on here at the auxiliary gym for the boys. But last night it was Bremen holding off LaVille. It was a tough game, but Bremen able to take a win there. They're in the finals tomorrow, and they will face off against Glenn, who they've had some injuries that they've had to deal with, some adversity, and they have been able to do that. They came out and held off
At the beginning of the third quarter, to Culver.
Held off their opponent for a 2-point win at the end. So it's going to be Culver basketball here as we start the second half. McEwen drives to the right side, cut off, nothing there. Pass goes over to Green, and that's a way to get hot.
That's a heck of a start there for Culver, exactly what they needed. Now got a single-digit game on our hands, Rusty.
Jordan Green off a screen, makes it 24-17 in the corner to Taylor. He'll kick it to Garland. Now we're seeing some of that defensive intensity in the half court. Huff, baseline, Danford, reverse layup try, no good, but he gets his own rebound and puts it in.
Like we talked about, offensive rebounds, man.
26-17 now, 7:18 to play. Dribbling on the left side is Jonas McEwen. He'll take it to the corner, the opposite corner, to Carr. He'll drive it to the bucket, lays it in. John Carr for 2 points. Makes it 26-19. Just underway here in the third, 7:03. Blackburn to Huff, right side Garland. Looking in the middle, nothing there. He'll kick it top of the key to Blackburn. Danford on the baseline, gets everybody in the air and lays it in.
Yeah, great use of that shot fake, Rusty. And that can do so much with teams that are trying to block your shot.
28-19, 6:40 to play here in the third. Drive to the right.
Oh.
And Caleb McEwen has it knocked out of his hands. They're going to say he got fouled on the way to the basket.
And, with where you're at foul-wise, if you're OD, you just got to stay straight up. Don't start reaching in there. And don't settle for that lazy defense.
Brady Danford gets that foul. And they've got him for 4. That is huge.
Yeah, it is.
Shot by Caleb McEwen goes in. He's 2 of 3 from the line. Danford going to have to sit down. That is a huge loss. Larry Center making his case with one of the officials, and McEwen misses the second free throw, runs down his own rebound. Jonas drives it, lays it up, no good. Caleb follows, no good. And the rebound comes down to Blackburn. They'll bring it up quickly into the paint. Huff loses the handle into the hands of Taylor. He gets fouled trying to score it.
Yeah, and both teams, I think, really have come out and executed well on the offensive end here, Rusty. A lot better than we saw in the first half. So, a little bit of those X's and O's and tightening up some things offensively has worked here.
First foul on Jonas McEwen, and the free throw is no good by Colton Taylor. Braylon Jackson will come on. McEwen will take a seat. Caleb McEwen will take a seat. And it's 28-19. Now Taylor again, second shot, no good, and the rebound in the hands of Drake Zorich. I'm sorry, that was Colton Wilson. Missed those free throws. And McEwen hits Carr in the corner, drives it, lays it up, no good. Wilson comes away with his 4th rebound. And boy, that has been the difference in this game. They've got 3 guys on this team with 7 rebounds. The entire Culver team has 9. Long 3. Rebound comes down to Jackson. Make that 10. Quickly in the baseline. Carr kicks it to Jonas. He'll go down to Jackson on the baseline. His running floater, no good. And Huff has the ball knocked out of his hands to Blackburn. And they'll bring it back across, up quickly into the paint. No good on the lay-in. And somehow it ends up back in the hands of OD. Green had the rebound and threw it back in, but now Jonas McCune comes down with a rebound and was instantly triple teamed. All his teammates took off. He was there by himself.
Yeah, probably lucky this is on Wilson, not on Taylor here, Rusty. I think, on Blackburn. I think could have gone either way.
So Taylor will get the foul. It's 28-19 Culver. They'll have it back. 28-19 OD. Culver will have it back. 5:07 to play here in the third. Goes to the left side. Kicks it. Zorich knocked away. And we'll shoot some free throws here.
Hey, Stripes are getting a little tired of the palms up stuff.
Yeah, well, don't be palms up guy. Just don't be palms up guy.
Well, we had to say it at some point. But, man, the free throw woes continue, Rusty, as Zorich misses his first one. It's just a shock to see. And I don't know, maybe free throw shooting is cyclical. Maybe it comes and goes.
Zorich shot no good. Rebound on the baseline, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Culver basketball. So shooting from the free throw line is just, I don't know. It's only 15 feet away, right? Pass comes into Carr. Top of the key, Jackson. He'll take it, go to the right side. Braylon Jackson can't hit the floater. Knocked out of bounds, and it'll belong to OD. So shooting woes continue on all of them.
Coach centers him. Grab the ball, gentlemen. 2 hands.
Huff, left side, has Taylor. Now gets it to Blackburn. Wilson on the baseline. Turns, faces, shoots, can't get it to fall. He'll get his own rebound. Kicks it over to Taylor, and a foul.
Quite a few of them being called, Rusty. I mean, it's been a physical game, though. There's been a lot of reaching and bumping.
I got to be honest, it hasn't been quite as physical as I thought it was going to be. 3 fouls now on Zorich. He'll go to the bench, take a little bit of a break. So will Green. And coming back to the floor, Caleb McCune and Colton Howard. Kick goes to Blackburn. He'll pass up the shot. Gives it to Taylor, who throws one in from 10 feet. So 30-19 now. Taylor with, let's see, he's got 11 points. And 4:08 to play. Culver with it. Down low, Jackson knocked to the floor. Huff comes away with the basketball. He'll push it down the floor, nothing there. Tries the middle, knocked away, and Jonas McCune will come away with a steal. And all the way to the bucket, Howard, and can't hit the layup and the rebound. Comes down to Blackburn. A lot of short jumpers. Just not working out. Pass goes to Garland. Cross court. Has it to Wilson or Taylor. And he'll bury another 3. That's the 4th one for him. Makes it 33-19. Bringing it up, Jonas McCune. Has Jackson, top of the key, Caleb McCune. Caleb hands it to Carr. Carr working against Taylor. Gets to the paint, kicks in the corner. Jonas drives it baseline. Howard all alone on the right block. Can't get the layup to fall, but gets fouled.
Well, but I'm not sure the free throw line's where you want to be either if you're either one of these teams, because we've seen the woes that have happened there.
Number 40, Colton Wilson.
Like you said, it's just it's been shocking to see teams not make free throws. I
don't understand it at all. Colton Howard will shoot, and he'll bury that one.
My dad wouldn't let me leave the gym until I buried a few of them.
I'm just telling you, that was...
And don't even get me started on the coaching. You know these coaches make them shoot. Don't make no doubt.
Second shot is up. That one goes down. I don't know. It's just something that maybe, like I said, maybe it's a hangover of the coronavirus. I don't know. And trying to get up the floor, Huff is fouled by Braylon Jackson. Number 2 on him. Well, actually, number 3 on him.
Team's third.
And so Garland will trigger it in front of the Culver bench. He'll get it to Huff. Huff will work on the right side, and ball intercepted briefly by Caleb McEwen, knocked out of bounds, so it'll stay OD basketball. They'll have it in front of their bench. Wilson kicks it into Huff. Dangerously close to the timeline. Hands it to Garland. He'll kick it back over to Huff. Wilson in the middle. Cut off, now Garland. He'll take it to the free throw line. 15-footer, misses everything. And Jonas McEwen with the rebound. Pushes it up. Carr can't hit the layup, but the follow by Howard goes down. And it's 33-23, back within 10. 2:28 to play here in the third. Pass goes into the middle. Blackburn, his shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Caleb McEwen, and he'll push it up quickly. Howard has the ball taken away by DJ Garland. Turnover number 8 for Culver. Up to Blackburn, gets it to the paint, kicks it to Huff for a look at three. Nothing but net. Dirk Huff, his second three. 36-23 now.
Oh, nice pass.
Up quickly underneath. Colton Howard with the shot. He'll bury it. 36-25, minute 45, all the way to the other block. Has a pass deflected. Garland will pick it up. He'll drive it to the paint. 10-footer is blocked. We're going to get a foul.
We heard that one.
And I believe that's going to be on Jackson.
Nasty smack on the arm.
Call foul number 11, John Carr. His first, team's fourth.
John Carr
DJ Garland to the
picks
line
up that
for
foul.
Shooting
Number
2.
1 on him.
He might be the only guy that only has one, or just got his first foul in this game, Rusty, that's played. I mean, everybody's been guilty of something at some point so far.
Jonas McEwen will get a break, and coming on will be Green. 36-25, shot is up off the rim again. Garland misses it, and McEwen able to save the rebound back in. 4 for him now. Jackson quickly to Carr on the baseline. He'll bring it up. Works to the right side, looking for somewhere to go. Nothing there. Has it over to Caleb McEwen. Corner it goes to Green. He'll drive it baseline. Has it knocked away. Howard with the pickup. And he'll lay it up and in. 8 points now for Colton Howard in this quarter. 36-27. Huff gets it into the paint. Wilson goes to the bucket. Misses it. Howard comes out of there with a rebound. Howard having a huge third quarter. Under a minute. 36-27. And Caleb McEwen for 3.
That's a huge bucket, Rusty. A 6-point game now, and they've been hovering at that 10-point mark for a while. That's what they needed to get right back into striking distance.
36-30, 36 seconds, right side. Kicks it over. Huff, he'll shoot the 3. Not there. Rebound knocked out of bounds. The fans coming in for the next game. Triton fans starting to show up. They're in the middle of that one. He'll dig it out of there. They'll hand it to Caleb, who'll bring it into Jackson, and we'll have 23 seconds here. Bringing it across. Jackson gets it over to Colton Howard. Now Jackson again, top of the key. Caleb misses the 3, but gets fouled.
Yeah, he did. He got a good old hip check right in the middle of the body, and these are some big free throws right here. Get this to a one-possession game if you knock them all down.
Caleb McEwen.
Team's 5th. Caleb McEwen to the line for Culver. 3.
Will shoot 3 here. Shot goes up, and it's good. He'll get a second one, obviously. That one is up, and that one is no good.
Substitution for
McEwen 3 for 6 from the line tonight. Gets a third one here. Trying to get a little closer. That shot is up. That one is no good. Rebound kicked out. Jackson will pick it up. He'll kick it to Carr. Carr working on the right side. 5 seconds. Gets it in the corner. 3 from Green goes down, and that'll end the quarter. Jordan Green with a clutch 3 at the buzzer. Makes it 36-34. We go to break. We got a 2-point game here at the Everwise Bi-County. We'll be right back.
To maximize our lives, we get groceries delivered for max convenience, make daily coffee runs for max sanity, and splurge on yoga classes for max zen. Everwise makes maximizing life easy with Max Checking. Earn cash back on all debit card purchases and a $250 welcome bonus. Everwise Credit Union. Spend with Max confidence. See details at everwisecu.com/get250. Conditions apply. Must meet requirements within 60 days of account opening. Federally insured by NCUA.
McDonald's restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's.
Back at Daley Cox Gymnasium, Rusty Nixon with Peyton Skirvin. 36-34 the score. A wild third quarter. And Culver now within 2. They'll have their starters back on the floor, and we start quarter number 4. OD with the basketball. Garland on the left side, looking in the middle, nothing to do. He'll bring it back to the middle with the dribble. Looking inside, nobody cutting through right now. Garland, top of the key. Waiting for somebody to come open on the baseline. It's not happening. Huff to the right side. Now Garland thought about driving it. Kicks it left side to Taylor. He thought about the 3. Danford comes loose in the middle. Kicks to Huff. His 3-pointer. No good. Rebound. Comes down to Howard, his 3rd in this half.
Yeah, he's had a great second half, Rusty.
He had 8 points in that quarter. Green from the corner all alone. And Culver has their first lead of the night.
Wow, what a run they've gone on here, Rusty, to get this lead back.
Jordan Green with 9 points in the second half. Makes it 37-36 Culver. Garland now for 3. Off the front of the rim. Danford comes away with his 6th.
The answer right back, Rusty. Punch for punch.
Danford with 8 rebounds now. He's got 13 points. Corner, Green. Cut off on the baseline. 39-37 OD. Braylon Jackson with it. Works to the free throw line. Running jumper, no good. Rebound down in the hands of Danford. Him having to sit so long in that third quarter made a huge difference. He's now 9 rebounds. 2 to start the quarter. Huff for a 3. Won't drop. McEwen comes down with a rebound. Caleb, number 5 for him. We're going to get a foul, and they're going to call him for the push.
It's been physical rebounding, Rusty. It's some of those you do have to call, though.
Pass dropped in. Danford goes to the bucket. And now Jonas McEwen going to get a foul as he got a little bit too much arm. Brady Danford came into the third quarter with 7 rebounds and 11 points. He had to sit most of that third quarter with 4 fouls. He's already making his presence known. Shot is no good on the free throw. He'll get a second one.
Yeah, these free throws are going to be big down the stretch, Rusty. You gotta take your free ones and get the opportunity.
Kind of wonder. I mean, they've been big the whole game, and misses another one. Caleb McEwen with 6 rebounds now. Danford 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Carr to the bucket, lays it in. John Carr with his 4th point of the half. It's going to bring a whistle and a timeout as Larry Center wants to talk it over. We're tied at 39. We got 5:59 to play here. This has been a heck of a game. We'll take a break. Listening to Max 98.3 coverage of the Everwise Credit Union Bi-County.
McDonald's restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's.
We're back. Daly Cox Gymnasium. Rusty Dixon with Peyton Skirvin as we have 5:59 to play. Game 1 of the boys' semifinals here. And we're tied at 39.
I hope the second one's just as good, Rusty, 'cause I got a feeling it's going to be.
When it was 16-3 in the first quarter, did you see this coming?
No, I don't know. With the way Culver gets after it, that you knew at some point that defense was going to wear on you.
So OD will have it out of their timeout. Dribbling top of the key is Huff. He'll work left side. Gets to the paint. Cut off. Garland. Inside Blackburn. He'll throw up a running 10-footer. No good. Rebound in the hands of Jordan Green. Now Jackson will bring it across. Huff all over him. Got away with a travel. Back to Jackson in the corner. Green for 3 again. This one won't fall. Howard with a rebound. Goes back up and gets fouled.
Howard, man, so many effort plays, Rusty.
Colton Howard has been the difference in this half.
Without a doubt. He's only a sophomore, too, and to do this and step up for your team like this, is it doesn't go unnoticed, that's for sure.
8 points and 4 rebounds since the halftime break. 2 of those rebounds here in the fourth quarter already. Still 5:27 to play, and once again, free throws. Misses one. Wilson will come on. Blackburn will come to the bench for a break. Tied at 39. Howard with one more free throw. That one is up. That one rolls out. No good. Rebound. Fought for in the corner. Howard fights his way for it. I think he's going to get up. They're going to call timeout quickly to save the possession. Howard with an effort play in the corner. And Culver will have it back. Let's take another quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Everwise Credit Union Bi-County Tournament.
Start in 2018 with one goal: bring fast, reliable fiber internet to Marshall County. Today, we offer lightning fast speeds, equal upload and download with no contracts and no install fees. Whether you're working from home or streaming all night, Marshall County Fiber keeps you connected. We might be the new kid on the block, but we're growing fast, just like our internet. Visit marshallfiber.com or call 574-223-2191. MCF, making rural connections possible.
In a world where there's so many ways to get your news, stay connected by finding out information about your school, local news, along with sports and current events. With a subscription to the Pilot News, they bring you everything you need to know right at your fingertips or on your doorstep. Call Circulation today and ask for their monthly special. Call 574-936-3101 today. Pilot News, Marshall County's news source since 1851.
Back at Daly Cox Gymnasium, Rusty Nixon, Peyton Skirvin. 5:23 to play in this one. We're tied at 39. Oregon Davis and Culver, part 1 of the boys' semifinals. Triton Bremen coming up in a moment. Culver out of the timeout, has it. Carr with it, has it knocked away, recovers it, now gives it up to Jackson. Jackson almost has it knocked away. Looks like we're going to get a foul on Huff.
That's a tough one, Rusty. It's going after the ball. Thought he might have gotten a hand on it and got a chance to go away with it, but they called him.
This will be the second foul on Dirk Huff. And now Jonas McCune throws it in. Huff with the steal, and Braylon Jackson going to get called for the foul, just trying to stop the easy two. And the way teams shoot free throws these days, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's actually not even going to be a free throw, though, Rusty. You got him before he got there, so honestly, a really good foul then.
4 fouls, though, on Jackson now. Tied at 39, 5:04 to play. Pass comes into Garland. He goes to the paint, cut off. His pass off the hands of an OD man down there, Danford. Out of bounds, and a turnover will give it back to Culver. 8 turnovers now for Oregon Davis. Jonas McEwen brings it up, left side of the lane, kicks it in the corner to Green. He'll drive it to the paint, backs it out. Now needs help. Hands it to Jackson, and Huff, I think, going to get another foul here as he tries to fight through the screen and grab the ball, and they're going to call him for the foul. Third foul on Huff.
Yeah, they're running out of them, both teams are.
Caleb McEwen will bring it in. He kicks it into Green, who works right side with Danford on him. Cut off on the drive, gets to the baseline, but gets forced out of bounds. Ball loose on the floor. Caleb McEwen able to grab it. We got a whistle, and I'm not sure what this call is. It's going to be a foul, and it's going to be on Caleb McEwen. I didn't see anybody over there bring the foul.
They're calling it on OD.
Really?
Number 4, Caleb McEwen.
No, they're going to give it Caleb McEwen.
Wow, you're right.
I didn't see anybody over there for him to foul.
Wow.
Doesn't matter what I see. You're going to have to go the length of the floor, though. OD will have it out under the Culver basket. Still tied at 39, 4:31 to play. Game 1 of 2 here at Dale E. Cox Gymnasium. Kick ball, and it's going to belong to Oregon Davis. Out of bounds in front of the stands. Well, you know, another good crowd here tonight. It was a really great crowd here last night. It's just one of those things that comes in with this tournament. A lot of people out here. Kind of a sectional-like atmosphere. Garland with it. Kicks it into the middle to Wilson. He can't find anywhere to go with it. He's going to get called for the travel. 9 turnovers now.
Yeah, it's definitely gotten a little sloppy here in the fourth quarter with both fouls and not a ton of turnovers, but guys just kind of getting tired and fouling a little bit too much.
And Braylon Jackson will bring it up for Culver. Right side, nothing there. Kicks it into the middle. Howard has it knocked away briefly, recovers it. Passes it over to Jackson on the block. Jonas trying to drive to the paint. Kicks it out top of the key to Caleb. Looking on the left side, he'll drive it to the middle. 10-foot running jumper, no good. Rebounded Danford, his 10th. And he'll kick it up, throw it out of bounds, and it'll belong to Culver. 10 turnovers now.
That's a tough break. I couldn't quite tell. It was a deflection and then a deflection, another deflection. That's glad I didn't have to make that call.
3:40 to play. Dribbling it up is McEwen. He'll get it down low. Jackson gets hammered on his way to the bucket.
I almost wonder if it was goaltending too, Rusty, the way he grabbed the net.
So 39-39 the score.
Oregon Davis foul number 24, Jared Huff.
Yeah, coach is asking about it. I don't know if they saw it or not.
Braylon Jackson to the line for Culver. Shooting 2.
Jackson standing at the free throw line. His first shot is up, and it is good. Braylon Jackson, 3 for 4 at the line, trying to make it a 2-point Culver lead. His free throw is hanging around, and it finally decided to drop. How many times? 4 or 5 bouncing on that.
It might have sat still for a second.
41-39. Huff in the middle. Wilson nowhere to go. He's looking for somebody. He doesn't get it. Another turnover. 11 now.
Yeah, Culver's going to take their time too here. You got a 2-point lead.
4 turnovers in this quarter for Oregon Davis. They trail it by 2. Drive to the bucket. Jackson gets fouled on the way there. He'll shoot some more free throws. Boy, OD was sailing. It seemed like they had control of this game, and Culver just had nothing to do with that.
Oregon Davis, number 30.
And
Jason Blackburn, number 2.
leads to, what was that, Wilson that just fouled out?
Yeah, that is Wilson. Or no, Taylor. Is that, yeah, Wilson just fouled out with 5. Glad you keep track of fouls. There's a shot good. Free throw by Jackson. Trying to get another one here and extend this lead, 42-39. Second shot, that one is up and good. Braylon Jackson, 6 of 7 from the line, and how important are free throws?
And no doubt, Rusty, it's the making a difference here in this game.
Take a break. We'll be right back. 3:05 to play, 39-43.
Happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today.
Game 1 of the boys semifinals here at Daly Cox Gymnasium, 43-39. Culver with a lead, 3:05 to play. Triton and Bremen waiting for game number 2.
They're ready.
Yeah, you got Triton and Bremen coming up next. This is interesting. You got two teams here with 5 wins between the two of them. The next game, you've got 2 teams with 2 losses between the two of them. So that ought to be absolutely a slugfest. Goes into the middle, Blackburn. OD with the basketball on the floor for the first time, Taylor McKeon. And Danford will drive it to the bucket. He'll get fouled. 2:49 left to play, and Danford going to have a chance to cut into this 43-39 Culver lead.
Second, team's 5th.
Well, I tell you what, like I said before, this was 16-3 at one point. OD. That free throw, no good.
Freddie Danford to the line for OD, shooting 1.
Yeah, and how many free throws has OD left on the board here?
2 for 11.
Wow.
Make that 3 for 12. That's going to bring Drake Zorich back onto the floor. Colton Howard, who has been the difference in this game in the second half, will take a well-deserved rest here with 2:47. Bringing it across, Jonas McCune. Backdoor cut by Jackson for 2 as Caleb McCune finds it. 45-40, 2:33. Huff now for OD. Garland. Right side to McKeon. Back to Garland. Looking in the middle and taken away by Jackson. Another turnover. That is 5 in this quarter for OD. Working it to the middle. Caleb has it to Jonas. He'll turn and face Danford on him, and Culver going to spread the floor. Run some clock. Jackson, left side, he'll get fouled. And that's going to be on McKeon. He almost looked like he turned his ankle. That didn't look good. He's still walking okay, so he'll walk out. But Jackson will go to the free throw line now with 2 minutes and a 5-point Culver lead. Shot is up, and it is good. Braylon Jackson will get a second one.
For Culver, number 11, John Cobb. For Oregon Davis, number 42, Caden Taylor.
McKeon will take a seat. Looks like he's rubbing that leg. He did turn something. I don't know if it was his ankle or his knee. Jackson, now 8 of 9 from the free throw line. How big is that? 47-40. Culver lead. Just a few moments ago, Oregon Davis had a 10-point lead. Right side to Huff. Looking back to the middle, nothing there. Kicks it, now has Blackburn. Now it's knocked out of bounds down there by McEwen, and Oregon Davis will have it out of bounds under the basket. Danford going to cue it in. Boy, the time Danford had to sit in that third quarter changed all the game changed. Garland thought about the 3, should have taken it, traveled instead.
Definitely did, Rusty, and there's been quite a few travels that, just those little hop steps that you take, it can't happen.
6 fourth quarter turnovers for OD. That's been really the story, that and Colton Howard. We'll take a quick break now as OD will take a break. And we'll be right back. You're listening to Max 98.3 coverage of the Everwise Bi-County Tournament.
Correction, has to be a full timeout.
County REMC, they are more than just your electric provider. They're your neighbors, your partners, and your connection to a brighter future. Since 1936, they have been powering homes, farms, and businesses with reliable service, innovative energy solutions, and a commitment to our community that never wavers. It's not just about keeping the lights on, it's about keeping our community strong. Marshall County REMC, powering progress, powering you. Learn more at marshallremc.com.
Every day, we spend money to maximize our lives. We get groceries delivered for max convenience, make daily coffee runs for max sanity, and splurge on yoga classes for max zen. Everwise makes maximizing life easy with max checking. Earn cash back on all debit card purchases and a $250 welcome bonus. Everwise Credit Union. Spend with max confidence. See details at everwisecu.com/get250. Conditions apply. Must meet requirements within 60 days of account opening. Federally insured by NCUA.
Back at Daly Cox Gymnasium, Rusty Nixon, Peyton Skirvin. Culver trying to get it in out of the timeout, and they'll get it to Jordan Green, and they'll start the offense. A lot of new faces on the floor for OD at that break. We've got Cook back on the floor, Casey Cook, and he'll be joined out there by Blackburn coming back, but it looks like they may start fouling here with a minute 32, giving some guys out there who have fouls to give. And a shot up by Braylon Jackson.
Yeah, it's not the guy I'd foul, Rusty.
I don't think I'd be fouling him either. 9 of 10 on the night, and he's hit, well, I'm not going to say it.
Yep, good call.
48-40. Shot is up. That one good as well.
Well done, Rusty. Way to stay quiet.
He's hit 8 in a row now. And we got a whistle away from the ball. I'm not sure what this was. Now they're going to hand it back out to Danford. Minute 32 to play here in the first of two. 49-40. It's just hard for me to comprehend. It's almost a 10-point Culver lead. They were trailing by 10 less than 8 minutes ago.
They played so well here in this fourth quarter.
And a pass knocked away again. 14 turnovers now for Oregon Davis. Went right into the hands of Caleb McCune. Now Jackson gets it across, and once again he gets fouled. That's going to be on Huff. That might be it for him. It is. Dirk Huff going to get his 5th foul. And coming back into the game will be Blackburn. Taylor McKeon back out on the floor as well. And Jackson will have 2 shots here again.
It's easy to win with 6.
Shot is up and rolls in and out. Yeah, okay. I'll shut up. I didn't realize it also lasted for 2 plays.
Yeah, I thought, you know.
Minute 9, Jackson shot. That one is good. So he's 11 of 13. 50-40 now. A 10-point Culver lead. A minute 9 to play. And a full timeout here by Kyle Evans. We'll take a break as well. You're listening to Max 98.3's coverage of the Everwise Bi-County Tournament.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today.
Out of the timeouts, OD trying to go the length of the floor. And guess what? Another turnover. Pass knocked into the hands of Jonas McCune. 50-40, 51 seconds, 10-point lead, Danford. Going to commit the foul here. That'll be number 5 on him. That's 3 guys fouled out for Oregon Davis, and you made that comment in the beginning of the contest, was the amount of fouls that Oregon Davis was giving up. It might come in at the end, and it has, but they've been fouling the wrong guy. Braylon Jackson again, and he misses one. That's been rare tonight. 50-40, 49 seconds, and it looks like Culver going to advance to play for the Bi-County final. Misses the second one. Rebound comes down to McKeon. He'll get fouled. You know, it's kind of interesting, too. Let's recall this. Tomorrow night, the Culver basketball team will be honored from 50 years ago. They won the Bi-County 50 years ago this year. And Culver looks like they're going to be in the final here. So McKeon, first shot by him is good. Colton Howard will come back onto the floor. And coming on is Baze Swanson for Oregon Davis. McKeon will get a second shot. That one is up. That one is good. So Taylor McKeon, 2 of 2 from the line, makes it 50-42. And we have 44 seconds left. Braylon Jackson driving it, kicks it over to Jonas, now to Jackson. Green with it, works to the middle, throws it to Jackson. And he is fouled by McKeon, so he'll shoot some more free throws.
Oregon Davis foul, number 2, Taylor McKeon.
Yeah, Jackson shot enough free throws here in the fourth quarter, Rusty. Jeez.
Well, he is 11 of 14 on the night, and he's got, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those, 10 of those here in the fourth quarter as he hits another one. Makes it 51-42. Skylar Greer will come to the floor for the first time tonight here with 32 seconds left. And Jackson hits the second one. Who thought that Kyle Evans would be clearing his bench here with under a minute? About 8 minutes ago. Pass goes over to Swanson. Now driving in the middle. Taylor, nothing there, but he'll pull up, take a 10-footer. No good. Rebound comes down to Jordan Green, his fourth. And now with 14 seconds, Culver can just dribble it out unless OD decides to foul. Green with it on the left side, and they're just going to let him dribble it. Taylor will come up to guard Carr, but 2 seconds, one, and that's going to do it. As Culver somehow comes from way behind. And they will take the win here in semifinal number 1, our final, 52-42. We'll take a quick break. We come back. We'll have our postgame show. You're listening to Max 98.3.
Start in 2018 with one goal: bring fast, reliable fiber internet to Marshall County. Today, we offer lightning fast speeds, equal upload and download with no contracts and no install fees. Whether you're working from home or streaming all night, Marshall County Fiber keeps you connected. We might be the new kid on the block, but we're growing fast, just like our internet. Visit marshallfiber.com or call 574-223-2191. MCF, making rural connections possible.
McDonald's restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's. Time now for the post game, brought to you by McDonald's.
And we're back at Dale E. Cox Gymnasium. We're just going to do a brief post game. They're about ready to start this final. It's going to be Triton against Bremen here in a moment. And boy, there's a lot of folks here for both of these games. There's a lot of folks here last night. It's been just been a heck of a tournament so far.
Yeah, Russ, it really has. They do a great job every time we're here. Just as we know, the hospitality suite always.
Oh yeah, okay. Now give them a shout out because I didn't get to go down here.
Yeah, it was some nice fajita tacos. It was a great night to be down there. I enjoyed it. But yeah, like you said, it's always a great tournament.
And you know the Dasani water is just excellent. I was able to get a bottle of water while we were down there, but yeah, they always take care of you when you're here. And they are honoring the 1976 Culver team here between games. These guys won this tournament 50 years ago. And how cool is it that now the Culver team from this year is going to be playing for a championship again this year?
Yeah, it's awesome, Rusty. That's what it's all about, man. Leaving a legacy in your community and, being a part of something bigger than yourself. And tell you what, I can see why they won it with the size they got out there. My
they
goodness.
got some big guys out there. And they won this tournament 50 years ago. I hate to admit it, but I was in high school.
Oh, Rusty, you guys!
I actually played against some of these guys, so yeah, I was around when they did this. But yeah, it's just a heck of a thing to honor them. I know a year ago, I think it was they honored LaVille, who was also the first LaVille team that ever won the tournament. Their 50th was last year. And good to see all the Culver players back out here and cheering them on. But yeah, that is interesting here as they are being honored between games. We just have one thing to do before we get ready to start the second one. We got to come up with a couple of players of the game. And I don't know. I don't know how for Culver you can get away without naming Colton Howard.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Man, just the way he kind of changed the game there. Went in, got some really big rebounds, some really big putback buckets in that third quarter, and I really think that he changed the game when he came in off the bench in that third quarter, Rusty.
He did. He had, 8 points and 4 rebounds in the third quarter alone, added 2 more rebounds in the fourth. You can make a point for Braylon Jackson. I haven't seen anybody hit 13 free throws yet this year in a game. I haven't seen anybody hit 13 free throws in a game. And that was a big difference coming down the line, and you made that comment early. Free throws might make the difference.
Yeah, and they did, Rusty, but like you said, Jackson did a great job of knocking those free throws down, but I really think it was Colton Howard that changed the course of that game.
I got to agree with you. On the other side, I don't think there's any question Brady Danford has to be. The minute he left the game changed.
Mm-hmm. He's a great player, Rusty, and he's going to do a lot to help them win some games moving forward, and I think Danford has a lot to build on as well as this rest of this OD team.
He had a double-double in game number 1 of 14 points, by my count, 14 points and 10 rebounds. And like I said, when he left the floor, it became a completely different ball game. But anyway, we're going to take a break. We come back, we'll start our pregame for game number 2. It is Triton and Bremen. And like I said before, you got 2 teams coming in here, Bremen unbeaten, and Triton has lost 2.
It's going to be a fun one to be a part of.
It's going to be a fight, so we'll see what happens. We'll get to see Chase Devine, who is one of the best players in the state of Indiana. I don't care what anybody says, at least the northern part, but in the state, he's one of the best. We'll get a chance to see him again, so stay tuned. That coming up in just a moment. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week, and it's game number 2. Semifinal action at the Everwise Bi-County Tournament. Game 1 final score one more time for you was Culver 52, OD 42. We'll be right back.
Absolute Plumbing